Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. VP Tactical here, and today I've got a new gun to the stable, and as you can see, it's a Mac. This happens to be the DS9 Comp 4.25. So if you're new to the 2011 world or just looking to get into them, this may be a solid choice as a well-rounded pistol, but we'll discuss. So this video is centered around my first impressions of it and a little bit of unboxing, I guess, if you will. And so what is this? Well, it looks like a 1911, but it's a double stack 1911, also known as a 2011, which means it has standard capacity magazines of 17 rounds from the factory. So you get two of these, and these are actually issued by a company called Tisas, or made by a company called Tisas. I believe some models may come with Checkmate. You can run various different magazines inside of the 2011. And what's interesting too is this particular pistol does feature a crowned bull barrel with a single chunk port on top, as you can see there, and that should help keep the gun shooting very flat. The barrel length in this model is 4.25 inches, and a 5-inch model is available if that's something you're looking for. The overall length is roughly 7.6 inches, and it weighs a tad over 2 pounds, 2.06 to be exact. It is optics ready and uses the agency optics system. The front and rear slide serrations along with the window cuts are a nice touch. They do feel good in the hand. And as far as the grip, you've got some checkering on the front and the rear, which that part does feel good, but the side panels are a little lacking, I guess, if you will. And so that being said, if you've already got this pistol and you've swapped that out, let me know what you used. I'd be happy to research it and take a look for myself. It's decent, but it's not uncommon that I'm actually seeing people replace these. And another topic to note too is the pistol being oversprung from the factory. If you've changed the recoil spring or the mainspring, let me know what you went with and what worked best for you and your setup. And as I mentioned, it does come with the two 17-round magazines. You're going to get a Agency Arms RMR optic plate, which is right here, this guy. So it's already got the rear sight built into it, which should allow for co-witness. You get the two magazines, as I'd mentioned before. There's a cleaning kit that comes with it, and then a owner's manual along with some hardware. And so something to make mention of regarding this hardware, I've heard a lot of folks having problems with this. They go to torque down these screws, and then next thing you know, these heads are snapping off. There's been a number of issues to my understanding. So what I've done even before I bought the pistol was ordered some upgraded screws from a gentleman on eBay to make sure that I'm not going to have that issue and that I've got no chance of that optic flying off. And one other thing I did want to make mention of, what I thought was a really cool feature, this pistol, you can actually swap out the trigger piece. So if you wanted one that was a little bit thinner, a little bit fatter, wider, or maybe one that's in the middle, which is the one that's on there now, you have that capability to take up some of that space or not in the trigger guard, depending on what your needs are and what your preferences are. So at any rate, hopefully you like this video. Stay tuned for my full review. I am excited to get this thing out to the range. Be safe, stay vigilant. If you have any questions, thoughts, don't hesitate to drop them below. And again, I want to hear your feedback. If you did change a recoil spring or mainspring, or even, like I said, those grip panels or anything else on the gun, let me know what you did to yours. I'd love to hear that feedback and, maybe implement it on mine. So anyway, we'll catch you on the next video. Like I said, be safe, stay vigilant, and that full review video will be coming out soon. Thanks.